everyone, long time no vlog again. It is the middle of summer now, July something, seriously have no idea what date it is, and I am going in to school today to work with my new team, my 4th grade team, on some curriculum stuff. So I'm really excited to get the opportunity to work with a new grade level team. I don't know if I've mentioned this in a vlog before, but I have taught at the same school for the past 6 years, and I've been in 2nd grade for all 6 of those years. Which was really, really great for me as a teacher because I was able to get really comfortable with the curriculum that I had and the team that I had, and really grow with my strategies of teaching rather than always having to worry about curriculum, which I did worry about curriculum a lot. I did a lot with curriculum when I was in 2nd grade, but it's just going to be fun to do have a different take on education. So I asked to move to 4th grade at the end of last school year, and I was granted that request. So I'm going to be working with a new team. And hold on, I'm turning. And so it's going to be just fun and interesting. I'm interested to see how the dynamics are different from team to team. I'm hoping that we can keep a really good communication going with each other, because I think that's one of the best things that you can do as a teacher. If you're a new teacher or a teacher who's struggling at your school for one reason or another, maybe you feel like you're not getting support, you've got to find people that you can trust to share ideas with, and people that that you can bounce ideas off. Sorry for the perspective change there. My phone just fell off of my little setup I had going on here. If you have any recommendations for some kind of a little tripod to sit in your car, please let me know, because I think I'm going to need that. But anyway, I was saying it's really important as a teacher to have a tribe, people that you can talk to and share ideas with, and not get offended when they give you that kind of feedback that might be criticism to some people. It's great to have somebody in your team on your grade level to talk to, but it's also great to have people to talk to that are not on grade level. So for me, that person is a kindergarten teacher. Well, she was a kindergarten teacher. She's also making a very big move this year too, and she is going to be in 5th grade. So luckily, both of us are moving schools. We're in the same district, but just moving to the other school across the park. So it's nice that we were able to do that move together. We're not going to be in the same grade level still, which I think is maybe a good thing. But we are going to be in the same building, so I'm not losing that partner in crime, that person to talk to, who's going to be kind of an outside perspective while also having the knowledge of what's going on in the school. So anyway, relationships are very important, not only between you and your students, but also between your coworkers. So that's something that I really suggest that you do. Especially if you're a new teacher, but also if you've been there for a while and you find yourself kind of like a lone island in your school. Find someone that you can talk to, that you can trust and you can share things with. And when I say that, I want to be very careful, because I think sometimes the people that we surround ourselves with at school are people that we can just go and complain to. We can complain about so-and-so down the hall, or we can vent about a student. But a lot of times those conversations, when I notice them happening in my building or my district, I notice that these conversations are happening, but they're not really for a purpose. They're just complaining to complain. And it's okay to kind of get your frustrations out sometimes, as long as you're with someone that you trust and you're not, I think if you're not in an area where everyone is hearing what you're saying, I think that's important to keep those things private between people that you trust. But for me, if I'm going to vent about something to a friend, my friend that's going to be in 5th grade in particular, I vent to her about something, she'll say, I've had that experience too, I know it sucks so bad, or whatever. But then afterwards, usually we do this during a workout. So I'll be complaining before the workout, we work out together, we stop talking about it, and then at the end of our workout, we usually do a cool down together, and during that time we can kind of revisit that conversation and talk about, okay, here's the problem that you're having, and maybe this is a solution you have to fix it. So don't complain just to complain. Tell people what you're going through to look for a solution. Otherwise, you're just reliving an experience that you didn't like. I read a book by Angela Watson, and now I'm not thinking of the book name. I'll link it down below. But it's a book about teachers, and it talks about how we as humans ruminate, I think is the word that she says, which means we take a situation that we found negative and we replay it over and over and over and over in our minds. And I know that I do that, but we we amplify that by also replaying that situation by telling people over and over. How many times have you gone to someone and said, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what happened in 5th period, and then blah, 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 you tell them. And then you run into another friend down the hall and you say, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what happened in 5th period, blah, 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 blah. And then you get home and you tell your husband the exact same story. So you're telling the same story over and over and over. And each time you're telling the story, if you haven't had a conversation to solve the problem or to figure out what's going on with the student or whatever, what you're honestly doing is just getting yourself upset over and over and over for no reason, because you're not seeking out a solution. So keep that in mind. So I guess the things I wanted to say were, number 1, don't be afraid of change. It's okay to move grade levels. I'm finding that out. Number 2, work really well with your team. Have open communication. Be honest with them. Number 3, find a friend outside of your grade level that you can also talk to. And number 4, when you're talking about situations that are not working out the way that you wanted to, don't just vent to vent. It's okay to vent, but try to find a solution in the end. So I hope that helps, and wish me luck with my new team. Bye.